You're here because in 10 minutes you want to be just a little bit fitter. Hi, I'm Dr. James.
And I'm Dr. Brandon.
And we are My Performance Docs. This is week 3 of our 6-week exercise program to help you get more fit. Now we're ramping things up a little bit, going with 4 exercises this week. Dr. Brandon, tell them what we're doing today.
So today we've got another lower body workout coming at you. We're going to work on being able to pick some things up off the floor and build some stronger hips and legs.
All right, let's get after it. Here we go with some deadlifts. Starting workout 4 hot, straight out. Here we go. Deadlift. So what you see Dr. Brandon doing here is hinging forward at the hips, butt goes back, a little bit of bend in the knees as he goes, and his hands, palms facing his legs, are just kind of sliding down as he goes. Working on being able to lift things from the floor. He's got his bottles of water to add a little extra weight here. But you shouldn't be uncomfortable, shouldn't feel anything in your back. You might feel a little bit in the backs of your legs and your hamstrings. Dr. Brandon, where do you feel it?
Yeah, I definitely feel it there. Hamstrings and glutes, more so when I get to the bottom. If you feel like you're tight there, maybe just don't go down this far, right? I'm trying to imagine if this was a barbell and I'm holding a barbell, I'm going down to where the bumper plates would touch.
There we go. Very good. You got 3 seconds left. Now we're about to go into a front kick. So for all you karate aficionados out there, Chuck Norris, Bruce Lee fans, this will help you get your karate kicking a little better. Maybe some of you out there aspire to be a Rockette in the future, working on your high kicks as well. So yeah, Dr. Brandon is keeping one leg on the floor. That's his base of support. A little bit of bend in his front knee as he comes up and kicks, and then brings that kicking leg back behind him to chamber another one, so to speak. And he switched at 30. There we go. So a couple things I want you guys to be aware of when you do this. First off, if you have any tension in the back of the leg, neural tension on this, since it's kind of a fast move, you might just blow past where that tension is. So you want to start out with a lower, slower kick and then gradually build up, okay? All right, 5 seconds left here. Dr. Brandon's about to go into a side bend. He's going to need his bottle of water again. So here, he's just gently leaning to one side, the side away from the bottle of water, and then he's coming back upright. When you do this, you want to keep your core just a little bit tight. I want you to imagine that somebody's standing in front of you and they're about to poke you right here in the tummy, and you're kind of tightening up there. But sometimes when we tighten our core, we have a tendency to hold our breath. So I want to make sure you're breathing. Dr. Brandon, how are you?
Good. I'm breathing. I haven't passed out.
He hasn't passed out. So that's a good thing. Luckily, these floors are very soft rubber. So if he did, have no fear, the amount of trauma that he would sustain is probably lessened because of the soft floors we have here.
It's probably more emotional trauma than anything, because I'm pretty sure you wouldn't redo this video. You just posted it anyway.
I mean, that might be gold. Who knows? It could propel us to thousands of views, hundreds of thousands.
No, you guys don't want to see me fall, passed out.
All right, here we go. So now we're going to go into a lunge complex. So Dr. Brandon's going to go forward, and then he's going to go backward. So back and back. There we go. Good. He's testing me is what he's doing. There we go. So a forward lunge, and then he's stepping back. Good. Good. We're going to go 30 seconds. 5, 4, coming up on a switch. So as he's doing this, his stance leg, or the leg that's not doing the movement, is also getting some work as he kind of comes back and forth. Dr. Brandon, where would you say you feel this?
I feel like my quads. Yeah.
Both legs?
Both legs.
Okay.
Well, definitely the leg I'm moving with. Stance leg, I can't really pinpoint a specific muscle. Maybe more in the hip, just because I'm stabilizing, standing on it. Yep.
All right, coming up on a switch, we're going to do some toe raises. So this is like the evil sibling of the heel raises that we've done before. I want you leaning on a wall for a little balance. I want your feet out in front of you, because oftentimes people don't have the necessary amount of motion into this up foot or dorsiflexion movement to do this, and bringing the feet forward kind of takes the slack off the muscle in the back of the lower leg, the calf. Okay. These are great. I like these. These are going to help with the muscle that's responsible for lifting our toe when we walk. So if you notice you have trouble clearing that toe as you swing, you're dragging your foot a lot, this is a good exercise. Now, I hate to get derailed, but there is a condition known as drop foot, and that's not just because you don't exercise the muscle enough. That can be a condition where that nerve's not working appropriately for one reason or the other. 3 seconds here. And we're going back to the deadlifts. All right. So, Dr. Brandon, I feel like I did a lot of talking there. I know that's completely out of character for me. But how you doing? How are you feeling with these?
I'm good. Definitely that last one, the toe raises, felt it a lot in the front of my lower leg, front of my shin. I think that's probably a muscle. Doesn't really get isolated all that much, but we use it all the time. I mean, every step that we take, he's right. It's lifting the front of that foot so we don't catch our toe. Mm-hmm. And if your calf is tight, that's going to limit that motion a little bit there too.
Absolutely.
If you don't know how to stretch your calf, hey, maybe we throw that in and teach you guys how to do that at some point.
Future video. Yeah. Absolutely.
This workout right here is definitely not getting my heart rate up as much as that one I did with the thrusters.
Yeah, thrusters are wild. Those are for wild people.
I was sweating a little bit after that one.
And you all are wild. We're going back to front kicks. So if you ever find yourself being accosted by a wild person, you might be glad that you practiced your front kicks. You know, just pop off a little snap right under the chin there with the front kick. Hi-ya.
I pulled out some kind of wild kick earlier before we started, and Dr. James had to reel me back in and really show me what we're trying to do here.
Well, it was a little bit too much for week 3. You know, maybe we'll insert it into a week 5 video or something. The wild man kick. Switch.
When I was a kid, I liked to watch Chuck Norris, Texas Ranger, so I was finding my inner Chuck
Walker,
Norris
Texas
there.
Ranger was a great show.
Yeah.
It was a great show.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yeah. He's a bad man.
Yeah.
Now, I believe, and I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I'm very disappointed because I've said this multiple times throughout my life, but I believe that Chuck Norris and I share a birthday, March 10th, I think. Could be wrong. Fact check me. I'll check myself later because that would be very sad if I've been wrong about that. All right, side bends. So again, this is I believe it was another video where we mentioned this. This is a core exercise. When you do core exercises, you strengthen those muscles. There's more than strengthening those muscles involved to actually get a six-pack that you can see. But strengthening the muscles is an excellent choice. Get ready to switch. Excellent step, and it's a required step. But abs are built and made in the kitchen.
But don't forget the functional application of your abs.
20 seconds.
Your abs, working with your obliques, muscle on the sides right here that we're working. Mm-hmm. Those help to support your spine from the front. Okay? Support for function, for balance, for doing transfers, getting out of the bed even, rolling to the side and sitting up.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is ultimate. We're my performance docs. We're not my physique docs, right?
That's right.
The performance is the important part. All right. So here we go. Lunge complex again. Boom. There you go. So my goal certainly for this series is to eventually get most of our viewers to a place where they can perform a near lunge. And this is a great segue into that.
Absolutely.
So, a real lunge or a basic lunge or a standard lunge being where that back knee's going all the way to the floor. We'd like to get to a point where we're getting y'all there, but not there yet. And I was running my mouth, and Dr. Brandon saw the switch that I missed. Very good.
Yeah, so definitely choose a range of motion here or depth of this lunge stance that is appropriate, something you can control. You want to stay balanced. Definitely if you can go a little deeper, go a little deeper. If not, just stay shallow, stay up tall. It's okay.
Absolutely. 3 seconds. And back to the toe raises. So Dr. Brandon mentioned it last time. This isn't a muscle that we isolate a lot when we're exercising. So you're probably feeling the burn as you go through it. That's okay. Hang in there. It will get easier.
Yep.
And remember the wall for balance. We don't want any fallers. Now, if you have a problem falling and you feel like your balance is poor, maybe you need to pause our videos for a little while and go talk to your local physical therapist who could absolutely help you with your balance.
That's right. Definitely. And then don't completely forget about the channel and the workouts. Just come back to them.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be here.
Yeah, we'll be here.
10 more seconds. You guys are doing great. This is the last workout of week 3. Right? Week 3.
That's right.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Congratulations, y'all. All right. You did great. Tell your friends.
That's right. Good job. Enjoyed it. Hope you guys did.